I don't know what I was thinking when I was going into this movie. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about Rob Zombie's The Munsters. Yes, you heard me correctly. Rob Zombie directed a child's movie. Or a movie for children, let's say. And it was awful. Just awful. I'm sorry, Rob. I love your horror films and everything like this and everything, but man, did this movie just not hit. So, The Munsters is about a family of monsters who move from Transylvania to Hollywood, California, because they are evicted from their castle. I'm not joking, that is legitimately the plot of this movie. Lily, who is played by Sherry Zombie, it plays the main character, and essentially in the beginning she's trying to find love. She goes on, I'm assuming, a Tinder date. That's kind of how they tried to make this out. And her father obviously is really pushing towards her marrying this guy because he has a lot of money or something like that. But she doesn't want to marry him. She finds him very dull because his hobbies are the Black Plague, and he has a lot of rats. He's like the creepy cat guy. Just, yeah, that's what you have to deal with for, I swear, it felt like 45 minutes, but it was probably only the first like 10-15 minutes of this movie. And then we get introduced to Herman Munster, which is played by Jeff Phillips. And his performance actually wasn't too bad. I feel like he did a pretty good job of capturing the character from the 1960s. Overall, the performances in this entire movie, I still didn't give a crap. No, a lot of them were stale and just either stale or way over the top. And it just, oh my god. And the humor, whew! I get that this is supposed to be a kid's movie, but even I'm thinking, like, I don't think a kid would like this. I will give Rob Zombie credit for this. He didn't use poop, and he didn't use fart jokes. So can we get a round of applause for that? What he did resort to, however, was essentially dad jokes. Which is basically a horse walks into a bar, and the bartender says, "Why the long face?" Don't laugh at that. Why are you laughing at it? Stop laughing at that. And that's the humor of this movie. Rob Zombie did try to maintain the humor that was from the 1960s show. He talked about that in an interview that he did, but he said that simply wouldn't help this movie stand on its own 2 feet. I completely agree with him. However, what he tried to add on to it still did not make this work. But overall, no, I didn't care about this movie. Some of the backdrops were pretty cool, but that was about it. I think I got an hour into this movie, and I was thinking to myself, wow, okay, cool, so we must be getting close to the end. Yeah, I was an hour in, and I'm like, oh my god, I still have another 50 minutes of this. I had to pause it, take my dog for a walk, eat dinner, and stuff like that. And then I came back and finished the movie like a couple hours later. It wasn't good. I didn't care for it. I get that this is supposed to be a kid's movie, so you know what? Maybe I'll have one of my nieces and nephews watch this movie and get their opinions on it. And see what they think. I mean, you know, maybe they might find it hilarious. I don't know for sure. But we'll see what happens. Now, that all being said, I am glad to see Rob Zombie kind of go out of his comfort zone and try to do something different. You know, make a movie that's not a gore fest, you know? And I'm hoping that, if anything, he learns from what he did do here and does something completely different in another movie. Because I love it when directors, writers, and all of that kind of stuff, they go out of their comfort zone and do stuff like this. And sometimes it works. This is not the case with this movie. But still, hopefully, if he decides to try making another kids movie like this, I hope it does better. I really do. Alright, and so as for the verdict of this movie, it's garbage.
Trash!
Just don't bother wasting your time with it. Don't even put it on for your kids. Don't do that. No. Or they will think that it's a punishment for the fact that you're putting this movie on. So just don't do it. Alrighty guys, well that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.